I'd like to welcome you to our third press conference as we begin this weekend of NCAA Division III women's basketball, the championships being played at Calvin College in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Our guests for this press conference are from Tufts University, the Tufts Jumbos. They're from Medford, Massachusetts, a member of the New England Small College Athletic Conference, bringing to this weekend a season record of 30 wins against a single loss. The Jumbos are making their 7th appearance in the NCAA Division III championship. This is their second consecutive trip to the Final Four weekend. We welcome you to this press conference. Your game tomorrow will be against Thomas More College, a semifinal game beginning at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Our guests are Coach Carla Berube in her 13th season at the helm of the Jumbos, and our guest players are Hannah Foley, senior co-captain from Acton, Massachusetts, Kelsey Moorhead, a senior co-captain from Foster City, California, and Haley Canner, a senior co-captain from Scarsdale, New York. We'll begin by asking Coach Berube for some opening comments, and then we'll go to questions.
Thanks. We are very excited to be here at Calvin and back into the Final Four this year. Having that experience from last year in Stevens Point hopefully bodes well for us. I've got 3 great senior leaders, tri-captains here that I'm really proud of and have done a great job leading us to this stage, and a group of great Jumbos that have done a good job following their lead. And we've got a big game ahead of us tomorrow night with Thomas More, a very good team, to say the least, that it's going to be a great challenge for us. And I think that the team is prepared and hopefully have a better outcome than we did last year in the Final Four.
Hey, thanks for the help with the, gotta turn that on. Thanks for the help with the article earlier this week. You guys, this is the matchup of the best defense in the country. You guys give up 45 points a game. With the exception of 2 teams up here, run kind of a weird system. The best offense on the other side, Thomas More scores about 85 points a game. As you guys look at the tape and you look at what they do well and you know what you do well, how do you approach this to try and keep the tempo and the scoring back down at the level where you want it to be?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do what we've done game in and game out, and that's play tough, in your face defense, and do a great job of communicating and playing great help defense, and they've got some great scores and a great team offense, and they play really hard, and but we're gonna be who we are. We're not gonna go outside of ourselves, and it's going to be a big challenge, like I said, and but we've had some big challenges along the way, and we'll be ready.
Any of the players like to comment on that?
Said it very well.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that I think playing in the NESCAC, which is such a tough conference that we play in, really prepares us well to face any opponent that we see in the postseason. The games are definitely more of a defensive battle, but I think it prepares us so well, and we see some of the best players in the country in our league, and so I think it really just gets us ready for this.
Going off the defensive question, I mean, just in terms of time, how big is that? I mean, offenses can come and go, but how crucial is it to make sure that your defense is there all the time?
Well, yeah, I mean that's what we rely on game in and game out. You never know whether your shots are going to fall, whether the offense is running smoothly. Our opposition could throw different defenses at us, so we rely on our defense to know that we're going to be in any game, and it's contesting every shot, making the offense our opponent, have trouble, setting up their sets, and it's, hopefully limiting second chance opportunities, because that's, that leads to high percentage shots, and so that's what we work on day in and day out. These three seniors have practiced a few times with us, with me, and they, it's what we work on day in and day out, that team defense. So yeah, in NCAA tournament time, you're coming up against, some awesome teams with great scorers and a great arsenal, and we want to be prepared as possible, and so that's why we work on our defense day in and day out.
And for the three seniors, what's it like to be back in this situation? And what did you learn from last year? And did you change your approach any this year? What's the mindset coming in this year?
Well, having been to the Final Four last year was an unbelievable experience. As Coach said, it wasn't exactly the result that we were looking for. So we are keeping that in the back of our minds that, while this is such a great experience and we want to make the most of every minute, we're here to play and we're here to come out with a few wins. So that's been our focus, this whole year, is eventually make it back here, and we did. So now, it's time to finish our goals.
More questions? Yeah. Building on that, for you guys, how's the team different this year than the team that was here a year ago?
This team is a lot different than last year. I think as a whole we have a lot more experience, and with a lot of injuries that we faced this year, I think it's allowed for even more players to get more experience on, earlier on into the season, which builded more confidence. So if somebody gets in foul trouble, or if someone's not feeling well or something happens, we always know that there will be someone else that can come in and step up. And I think we have a lot of depth and just a lot of experience from being in the Final Four last year that it kind of gives us an added confidence going into this Final Four.
And Coach, with the four teams that are here, obviously the game itself is deep. There's upsets that can happen. But when you look at it, you've got four teams that are arguably top 5, 6, 7, 8 teams in the country. Can you just speak to that? Every year it always seems like there's sort of a story here or coming from some sort of place, but to have this level of high-level competition here this weekend, what is that like to prepare for and to be one of those teams that's made it here?
Yeah, it's awesome for us to be here among some really, really great teams that have had unbelievable seasons. So yeah, these are definitely top 5 in the country, top 4 for a reason. And all 3 other teams and our team as well took care of business in the NCAA tournament. So they're battle tested, and they're strong, and they've they made plays down the stretch in games, and so it's a testament to just how talented this Final Four is, and preparing for 3 good teams has been a lot of work in these short days since last Saturday, but we do work on the other teams, but we're still working on ourselves, and even in practice today, we're still trying to get better, but it's nice to be able to practice the last possible day of this season, and that's something special.
Anything else? Any other questions? Okay, well, thank you very much. This concludes our press conference. We wish you the best this weekend.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.